What's going on, YouTube? A little short update here on what's going on with my hydroponic experiment here. Things looking okie dokie. My pepper here, well, it's not really doing anything here. As you can see, still got some roots. Actually, that one root that's hanging down the lowest, that's kind of new. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't that long yesterday. But I went ahead and I trimmed back right over here on this side, I guess it is. And as you can see, I got a little tiny bit of new growth popping right off on there, but not really much. I don't know what more I can take off of this pepper to try to, like, get it to grow. There we go, it's in focus now. But, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I can take off of here. I'm trying to keep most, at least some of those leaves on there. Took off a few of the leaves that were looking horrible. But it's doing okay. Make sure I don't get the roots caught in there. But yeah, so it's been doing okay. The basil died off a while ago. I already said that a few updates ago. Malabar is starting to open up a little bit there. We've got 4 leaves now and a rock in the leaves. How the heck did a rock get in the freaking leaves? Had to be me. But anyway, it's looking pretty beautiful. Wait till you see the growth on some of the peppers that I'm growing in the indoor stuff, and the Malabar. Oh, dude, wait till I show you the Malabar tomorrow. It's going to be so awesome. But yeah, so that's what's going on in here. One thing I did want to note was I was screwing up with the pH. I was trying to adjust it. It went way down too far, specifically this container. It did go way down. It was down at like 3.5 or something like that. Something crazy. And it was some kind of reaction I was getting with the Maxi Crop. Because if you saw my video where I first put these in here, I threw some Maxi Crop, a little bit of Epsom salt, and I think that was it that I put in there. Yeah, because I didn't put any bone meal or anything like that in there. But, I think the Maxi Crop was really messing with the pH because this container specifically, none of the other ones, they all had the exact same stuff in there, and none of the other ones were going nuts like this one was. But it did spend some time down at like 3.5. I had to, with all 4 of these, I said this last update, I believe, but I dumped the entire contents, rinsed out the plants, rinsed down the rocks there and everything, and actually, tried to get rid of as much residue as I could. Started over with fresh water, tried to aerate it right off the bat so there was no chlorine in it, and then added my masterblend, which I've got to say is freaking awesome, because look at this brandy wine here. Can't exactly get it in there, but it's big, gigantic, man. And then the Marglobe over here, look at this thing. Gigantic. It's just sticking up. And I put in here, that's a Marglobe that I'm growing in the dirt. And this gigantic guy right here is my indigo rose. I'm really proud about these indigos. They're gigantic, but nothing as compared to like this Brandywine or the Marglobe. And since we can look at roots, that's what my root structure is looking like right now. A nice big ball of roots, and look at this on the cup. Tons of more tons more roots are coming out of the cup. But yeah, look at that, man, gigantic. And it doesn't exactly look like it's getting leggy or anything like that. It's just getting big. And I would say it's getting leggy except for this Marglobe. It's really not getting leggy or anything, and we actually have roots coming out now. Same thing in here, but there are, well, maybe right there, you can see roots sticking out of the cup there and everything on the sides. So it's starting to root up pretty good. And like I said, I have these 2 guys in here as kind of like comparison, and they're still doing pretty good, man. I mean, this indigo, pretty freaking tall. And I've only fed this twice now with masterblend, and the peppers only once, but we'll get into that tomorrow. As predicted last time when I was talking, this guy that was in there, it was not looking so hot. It pretty much fell over. I think that night, I think it was on video that it was kind of falling over. Well, it pretty much dried up and it died off. So the rest of these guys here, you can see, it's not exactly looking the greatest or anything. They kind of seem to have stunted, but again, same thing, the whole pH problem. The tomatoes, I think that one was 8.4, and this guy was 8. I think that was 7.8 with the squash there, and that was 7.8 as well. And now they're all down. I think this one's 5.9, and I think the rest of them are like 6.0, 6.1, maybe 6.2, something like that. But they're holding. And but anyway, yeah, the squash here, they're not looking so bad, but there's all kind of new growth popping right off on there. Some of the leaves were looking crappy, so I went ahead and trimmed them off, and they're gone now. So, but I mean, there's still crappy looking leaves like this. I assume this is like from stress or something like that, or the pH being all crazy, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. But we've got new growth like this stuff right here popping off and everything, and all the new growth seems to look pretty decent. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. So, this is 1 week of having the water changed. So, the tomatoes really took off. And I believe part of that is the masterblend to blame for that, because that stuff rocks. Wait till you see my peppers tomorrow. I am so freaking proud of my peppers. I cannot believe it. I can't believe I haven't killed more. I guess I have killed some, but I can't believe I haven't killed more. But yeah, anyway, this is, I really want to try to get this pepper to actually grow, because I think it was the pH, just the plant, I don't know, multiple factors why it didn't grow in the aquaponic garden. And if you missed it, I stole this out of the aquaponic garden because it was about to be way too cold for the peppers to be out there. So I pulled it out of the garden, brought it in, and put it in this cup and started with the hydroponic. But like I said, I screwed up with the daggone pH, and that was a mess. But you know, judging on the way this Malabar is starting to open right up and start producing more leaves, I think I'm on the right track. So hopefully, maybe that pepper will follow suit. I don't know. Time will tell. But, alright, well, we're already out here after the lights have turned off. I already had to turn them back on. Well, I was here when they turned off. I turned them right back on. But these little guys need to go back to sleep. So, let me go ahead and give them their privacy and let them go back to sleep. And, oh yeah, right. Another thing was, if you can see... kind of light. Anyway, there's not a lot of rock in there, if you can see that, and that was because the plant was so freaking tiny. So I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and throw more rock in there so this light isn't getting into the water, and we'll probably start causing some algae, so don't want that happening. But anyway, I'm going to pull these tomatoes out of the grow tent here and put them back where they belong, and these guys are going back to bed, or going to bed. They never really went to bed yet, so. Okie-duck. Alright, well, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that, share, whatever, all that fun, happy media stuff down below. I will catch you in the next video, where I'm doing something, probably with plants. Anyway, thanks for watching. Later.